Alright y'all, this is, I don't know if this will be a separate video or not, but got everything put together enough to start the engine. It runs. We need to get a couple parts still and add coolant, excuse me. But what we're going to do now is head down here and fix our transmission issue. Basically, the issue is there's a big leak. That's why I'm really messing with it. You can see they use silicone, and obviously if you use silicone on a transmission, you have to let it drip dry for like a long time, and then get you some quick drying silicone, like a minute, like the Right Stuff by Permatex. You know, wipe the inner walls, you know, where it's all collecting. Wipe them as far as you can up, install it, and then within a minute, or especially you're definitely 10, that silicone will be set up. So on this one, it was a hasty job, and first thing I'm gonna do is spray everything off and just clean everything up with my trusty brake clean from Walmart. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. I've done that. The second time I've done that. As you can see, they are very creative in the way they do things here. That actually might be a better idea. Hit it with some degreaser first. Huh. Yeah, actually I'm gonna do that. I actually have some degreaser already, so I'll use the rest of this. I've got one full brake clean left. Alright, and so yeah, I'm gonna just do this here. Sorry guys, I'm working with my phone. Alright, let's get some action here going. Yes, this is not what I'm looking for. It's all good, guys. Everything that's spraying, everything that's like hitting where I don't want it to, maybe. Actually, it's kind of good to hit it. I'll just do a brake clean. I'll clean it up with some brake clean. Alright. That's not bad. Let me just go ahead and do what I need to do is take this thing to a car wash and be doing this. Obviously, it's kind of retarded to do it right now, but excuse me for saying that. That's not a very nice word to say these days. Alright, alright, that side I can't really get to at all, so we're not going to worry about that. But, alright, cheapers, McGreepers. Alright guys, so as you see, the parts list is dwindling, or the parts table, whatever. This particular unit has a spin-on filter, something else, and then one of the mesh, the one that's on there is probably not bad. It's probably got a bunch of crap in it, so I'm gonna replace that. This is, of course, goes with this. Got our Dex 3 air filter and air box, and then of course our once everything's sealed up, let me fix our hose, which is too short. Short on that end, and it's short on this end, and it's just whoever cut it was falling asleep at the wheel here. And you got to get a couple hose clamps, possibly. Return this thermostat gasket I didn't need because that one came in the kit, timing cover kit. And that's all, guys. So I'll do another update once I get everything apart. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. I just did a little degreaser, which was kind of a waste of time, but it was fun to use, I guess. We could use up some of this stuff. Basically, I'm gonna douse the area with brake clean, blow it, not completely dry with the air, but just get it all kind of half clean, and then I'll run the bolts down off the pan and get that sucker off of there, and then of course we'll go to work getting all the silicone off of everything, along with replacing what looks to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So what the heck is that? Did they go a little overboard? I'm hoping this isn't some major thing that I don't even know what I'm getting into, but once I drop the pan, I'll be able to see. I've never done this before, so there you go. Get her done, as they say. Alright, y'all, we got her off. Man, this sucker was freaking glued on. Whoops. Sorry, my left hand is all got a bunch of ATF on it. So I did forget about the drain. So I actually didn't. I forgot to film it though. I drained it first as a drain plug. But as you can see, guys, whatever type of silicone, this is like some glue slash cement. I had to very carefully use my putty knife slash chisel, and basically I got into it here, and then I just walked it down as carefully as I could, and then it finally broke free. Good Lord, this thing. I will have to straighten this corner. It did get kind of pooched down a little bit as I was kind of prying, so basically just want to make sure that gets back to flat. And then you can see, guys, our mesh thing, it does have every single one of those 10 millimeters, so that's fine. Apparently they decided to want to use every single bolt they had in the factory, but that's cool. I'm gonna let this drip overnight, and then I'll get to the door locks here in a minute. It's getting kind of late, but I want to film the diagnosed door locks, but I don't know if I'll be able to. But anyways, guys, we're doing this transmission, and we'll do the I'll pull that filter off here in a minute, and we're gonna get her done. All right, y'all, we are back. I didn't do any filming of the cleanup, but of course last night I took the pan off, took the filter off, got everything cleaned up. It took forever to get all that silicone off of there. You can still see a little bit left there. Up inside there, there's a mesh screen that probably didn't need to be replaced, but one does come in the trans kit. And there's a bunch of bolts, like I pointed out. A handful of them are different lengths. It's pretty self-explanatory because you won't be able to put certain ones in. But it's got that replaced, got the panel cleaned up, got the magnet inside the pan cleaned up. And got everything tightened and torqued. If you see the gasket there, you see how it's just a little bit pooching out at each bolt. That's kind of what you want. You don't want to torque these too tight, or you'll just flatten the crap out of the rubber gasket. But so we're done under here, thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I'm like rolling around on my shoulder. I bet the best thing for me to be doing. And so of course next we are going to add fluid. And then, sorry guys, let me figure out where I'm at here. Oops, I have no idea. Oops, there it is. Sorry guys. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Our parts supply is dwindling. I wasn't able to find a replacement upper hose that was suitable, so I'm gonna have to get one of those at Subaru. We picked up some engine mounts. These are, they're supposed to be OEM quality or equivalent. Who knows? I mean, jury's out on that, but as you can see. So this is the part that bolts to the frame, and then this actually bolts to the flange that bolts to the engine. So not too bad. Yeah, the mounts that are on there now are definitely probably just oil soaked and super soft. So this will help the situation. I'm gonna probably do that tomorrow. After I add fluid, I'm going to diagnose the electric door lock issue. So that'll probably be a separate video in and of itself. But again, I'm short on time in this thing anyway, so I'll probably just keep filming as I am, just kind of doing check-ins. But here we go. Let's get this thing, get some fluid added in it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my, gonna blow the air compressor around here first, and get all the dust away from there. Clean up my funnel. Find out an initial capacity. I had a ton of it come out, so I hope I have enough ATF. But other than that, guys, we're just kind of punching right along on the old Subaru. Thanks for tuning in. All right, y'all, we're back at it. We're nearing the end. I just actually made my final list here. Still haven't figured out the door locks. I looked into it a little bit last night. Finally found a proper hose made by Continental, I think Daco. Anyways, you can see the general shape. I will have to cut it to fit, which we'll do that. I just got done installing the engine mounts and routing the block heater cord. Let me get down here. These engine mounts weren't terrible. This one, so what I did is I unbolted the exhaust again, and then dropped that down, and then obviously removed both of the lower nuts, and I jacked this side up right here with the 2x4. This one obviously was easy to get, but the inside bolt was incredibly difficult. I ended up having to use a shorty ratchet that had an angle on it. Pain in the butt. This other side was fairly easy. This one you can access from here. Sorry guys, what am I doing here? All right, that bolt's very accessible here, and then up top you get it from the other side bolt. You can get right through there. Zoom in, get some light on it. Come on. So, sorry guys, these lightings and pain in the butt sometimes. So it's right under here. So fairly easy to get that one. Got the new mounts in. Oh guys, I'm getting tired. Matt routed the what's his name? Got the block heater installed and routed the cord. Comes up through here. I made sure to zip tie it to non-hot. Well, it's resting there, but it'll be fine. I might watch that. It is coolant, but I may take this one off because I don't want this just resting on the. I thought I had clearance there. I'll probably just take that one off and have it kind of loose. No, maybe not. That's fine, guys. It's not going anywhere. How about that? I'll watch it. Anyways, we got it running up under here, through here, wrapped around, and then boom, just like that. Get a little resting place for the summertime. So we are finally getting ready to a point to actually get this thing test driven. We got our transmission service done. I got to top off the fluid, and oh my goodness gracious, I'm getting tired of rolling around on the ground. Guarantee you that. So the next up is this upper hose. Then we'll add coolant, and then we will basically probably just sort of test drive it on the jacks here. I guess I'll throw the tires on, the wheels. One thing I'll do before I throw the wheels on is just wire wheel the hub surface and the back of the wheels, just kind of get a fresh start. You can develop slight vibrations and stuff from that. But anyways, guys, sorry I've been filming too much, but as you can see, we're finally getting down to the end. This door lock thing, still need to figure that out. Let's do it. Oh, and by the way, I did find some better diagrams online. Keyless entry system, and then the door lock system, which is the same diagram except a little more detail. And then up here you got the both fuse has. So make sure those are good to go. I'll check the power, make sure the module is getting power. Next, what I'll do is I'll test for power at the switch here. So anyways, let's look at it really quick. Power coming to the circuit here goes to the keyless entry control module, which might be defective. Then it comes out to our switch, and this is a better indication of the switch here. Boom. So same one, but it just says where it is. So you do up and down, and it signals to the module, and the module tells everything what to do, including the rear gate. So we shall see. I'm suspecting, obviously, a lack of power, a faulty switch, or maybe possibly a bad module. Obviously we'll make sure everything's got a good ground, but nothing works at all, even with the key. You know, you can put the key into the side lock, you know, on the driver's side, and then you can turn it, and it should lock. You basically lock that door, and it should lock everything else. So this thing probably's got a module issue, maybe. Who knows? Just speculating. All right, guys, let's get to it. All right, y'all, we are getting close. Got the wheels on it. Cleaned up all of the mating surfaces of the wheels just to make sure we got a nice clean deal. We got coolant in it, ready to burp. I went ahead and did the oil, got the synthetic oil in it sooner than later. Just why not? Topped off the washer fluid. I still have to torque the wheels and just check the PSI. One of these, yep, that one right there is missing a valve stem cap, but I'm going to basically hook up my exhaust tube and run it, and obviously go through the gears, and then let it warm up. Obviously top off the transmission fluid first. As it's warming up, just praying that everything is looking good. Obviously get our coolant system burped and topped off and sealed. And then once we are confident that everything is looking good in that degree, we will go ahead, and of course we can get on the ground at any moment after that. Obviously put the air cleaner assembly on. This is going to be probably last, because it definitely needs to be taken to the car wash and cleaned, under the dust covered and stuff, but you know, see what Dad wants to do with that. I ended up getting a upper hose from AutoZone. It still isn't perfect. You can see that it kind of slims down right there. I don't like that. There's plenty of space for the coolant to flow, but we would have had to wait on this to get an OEM from Subaru. So as it warms up, I'm just going to keep, and there's tons of volume there. There's tons of space for things to flow. But I'm hoping over time it'll end up kind of getting used to its new shape as it warms up. But anyways, guys, I'm about to start it up and let it go through a full warm-up cycle. This is going to be the real test. Make sure nothing happens, that nothing springs a leak. Obviously, like I said, we got to get this transmission fluid topped off and then get that behind us. Coolant system buttoned up. And obviously once it shuts off and gets down on the ground, even now it's fairly level, but I think it's a little bit nose down. We get the final oil. In fact, that's what I probably should do before I top off the trans fluid. I think I'll start it up, run it through the gears, make sure everything's kosher. While it's warming up and running, I'll drop the rear end. And obviously, guys, I just want to make sure that nothing's crazy happening underneath that I have to get some attention to. So we shall see. The whole point being, when you're topping off the fluid, make sure it's on a level surface. The car is a teeny bit nose down. Not really. It looks more so this. It looks more from this angle, but just something to look out for. You don't want to get all your levels adjusted, then drop it on the ground and realize that, you know, the pan was like this and it was reading over here and you put way too much in. So once I go through the gears and everything's kosher, I'm just going to get it on the ground and then we'll just go from there. So there you have it. It's official. Over and out. Alright, y'all, we're just letting her warm up. I just added a half a quart of trans fluid. We're looking pretty good under here. Nothing major is jumping out yet. I wish I would have power washed underneath this before I worked on it, but everything else will kind of cook off. And let's get this transmission topped off here. So excited to get this thing going. Hallelujah. Alright, y'all, she's finally back on the ground. Everything's looking good. I've added another half a quart of ATF. It's going to make a total of 8 quarts. It'll probably, you know, the total system capacity is like 10 or something, so we'll see how much more I need to do. I need to really test drive it. Everything's looking good. I'll install the air cleaner assembly here, and then one thing I don't like is this, but again, there's enough volume there. Looking good. I'll probably shut it out once I know it's fully warmed up. I want to actually run it. I don't want to shut it off, but I do need to check the oil. I know I got enough in there, but I need to top that off. Sounds pretty good. Alright, that's my fault. So, I kind of caused that. I loaded it up with fuel, and then it's interesting. I think that was inside the intake backfire. Huh. So who knows? Watch out. That's why we have air cleaner assemblies, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna get this installed and get this thing, this damn show on the road here, y'all. It's looking good. We're starting to steam a little bit. The thermostat's opening up. I'm not seeing a ton of nasty. That's good. We did a good job flushing it. A little bit of a noisy engine. I should have adjusted the valve from the very minimum side of the spec, but I just also think that this thing has some worn parts. It probably needs to be completely gone through. Especially when that coolant gets in the oil, it just thins it out so much where then you drive it and drive it and drive it, or it overheats or whatever. So, but it's looking good. It'll do the job. It's not a race car. This thing will keep on trucking. There it is, guys. Getting her all topped off. All right, y'all. Let's take this thing for a test drive. Get the radiator topped off. Torque the wheels. I need to reroute the throttle cable because it's supposed to be below the fuel lines and I have it above. But we're not going to go far. Just going to go to the parking lot over there. Feels good so far. Whoop, hope she is dropped. Man, I wish this was mine, guys. I need to find me one of these. Ooh, so powered. I like it. Transmission feels good. Like it's shifting a little bit. Or it's shifting a little bit. Of course, it's shifting well. These tires feel great. Very nice studless winter tires. Very nice. Nice. Feels good. Let me come up here. While we're out here, let's see. Where's that fog lamp? There's no fog lamps don't work, door locks don't work. I'm wondering what kind of electrical issues up with this thing. The switch feels good. I think the I don't know, guys. I have no idea what's going on with this door lock. Yeah, good here. All right. Wide open. Very nice. I wanted to turn there. Whistle, I think that's the window. Feels good. Probably needs brakes all around at some point. Mainly because I feel a little bit of warpage. The rears I noticed are about 50%, so just drive it like normal here. Get good power. Alright, so I have a little bit of whistle. I don't know if it's a sunroof. Got my earbuds in right now, so yeah, that's the sunroof or something. Wide open. Feels good. Yeah, good brakes and rotors. Huh. You guys hear that whistle? I'll have to look into that. This is mainly for video sake. I got my stupid earbuds in. I don't know if it's gonna mess up the video if I take them out, but this thing feels great, guys. It really does. Gonna pull it in, double check the transmission fluid. I think I overfilled it a little bit. Then shut it down, and then tomorrow check the engine oil. Make sure we're good to go. Sorry if I was kind of holding the camera kind of low there. Alright guys. Super glad this thing is like operational. I still need to figure out the door locks. Alright, there it is, guys. Go take a look. Definitely, I probably want to let it sit outside and burn off more of this exhaust stuff. I think I will do that. Let me pull this thing outside. Well, yeah, let me do this. Still burning that stuff tough, so I'll check everything out later. Alright guys, just gonna let it kind of burn off all the stuff. there you have it, guys, start to finish. Still need to diagnose the door locks. A couple other things we'll figure out along the way. Hasn't been driven too much, so need to get a valve stem on that wheel, and then need to find the center cap for that one. But Subaru Forester, guys. Just got to make sure everything's topped off. Let's take a quick look. Looking pretty good. I like it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Amen and amen. Alright, guys. Good luck.